Hi, I'm Daniel, I'm a sleep physician, and if you have insomnia, this channel is for you. Just wanted to end the week on a really positive note. I'm super grateful, super happy to hear that Suzanne has overcome her insomnia, Bjorn has overcome her insomnia, and Brett is doing much better. We'll read some of their comments. Super nice having you back here. Hope you're doing really well and hope that you will have a really good weekend. It is Friday today, and I was just really happy today. Just like three people that I've interacted with, quite a bit on this channel, came back to me and with very good news. It was first this morning. I got an email from Bjorn from Thailand, who said that I think it's about 3 months now before that she's been doing CBTI and mainly getting instructions or like advice tips from this channel. She has gotten over her insomnia. She's doing really well, and I will do one of those episode pods, I call them, where I read every single email, and I think that will be really helpful. And then 2 other comments on yesterday's episode 170 that I just want to read and comment on a little bit. I was super happy to read this one from Suzanne. And Suzanne, I interact with a lot. There's several episodes where I read her emails, and I also did one of those episodes where I read every single email every single email in our correspondence, which is episode pod 7, Suzanne's 2-month journey towards recovery. When I reached out to her at that time, she was doing well, but she still had a lot of apprehension. It was almost like a PTSD type situation where she was like, she wasn't watching my videos. She wasn't really reaching out to me because it was so frightful to even think of the insomnia she has had. But listen to this. This came in 11 hours ago, and again was a comment on yesterday's episode 170. Hi Daniel, it's been 3 months now that I have returned to what I now consider a healthy sleep pattern after practicing CBT. With your guidance for the 2-month previous, I want to send a note of encouragement to those out there who are on their way. You are so on the money when you emphasize quality over quantity. There were consecutive nights when practicing CBT that I would have 3 hours of sleep. I thought that would be the new norm and resigned myself to it. There was something in the acceptance that freed my mind. I relaxed and did not try to frame my day by the amount of sleep I had. As you mentioned in this video, episode 170, if I asked now, I probably would not say that the numbers are so sleep. I do know I'm getting up like around the same time every day. My mind is not in panic about if, when, and how long I sleep. I'm sleeping well and I wake feeling rested. I've learned how powerful my thoughts are, and that like a puppy, they can be trained. Hang in there, folks, and stay committed to the tenets of CBT. Effortless Sleep Method by Sasha Stevens is a great supportive resource. I don't have much to add or comment to this except pointing out this that she said when she slept just 3 hours, she thought that would be the new norm and resigned to it. She kind of said, I'm sleeping 3 hours, maybe that's the new norm. I kind of accepted it, which is so hard to do because you obviously want to sleep more. But as she says, that acceptance freed her mind. So like the acceptance in a way leads to better sleep and more sleep. So just pointing that one out. And then there was another comment here that came in just 7 hours ago, which was from, it says ODWire65. I believe that is Brett that I've communicated with in the past on Instagram as well. He says, I'm on my 4th, and by the way, this is also a comment on episode 170. I'm on my 4th week of CBTI now, and while my quantity of sleep hasn't really budged much yet, my days and outlook are already much better. It's kind of strange and even amazing what you can do with little or even no sleep if you change your attitude and thinking. I'm hoping eventually the bad nights will fade, but for now I'm learning to conquer them as they come. This was covered exceptionally well in Sasha's 2nd book. I believe that's probably that could be the companion, Effortless Sleep Companion. Probably is that one. And another good one is, of course, Bedtime Stories. But really encouraged by this. And you can see Suzanne, 3 months after she started CBT, she's completely gotten over insomnia. and mainly because she's no longer fearful of potentially having a bad night. It doesn't really affect her. She's not worried about that. Quantity is what she's not so worried about quantity. Quality is everything. That's super interesting, super important. And then Brett here, 4 weeks into CBTI, quantity hasn't really changed, but you know, he's getting to that stage where he's seeing that even with little or no sleep, I can still do good. Once you've reached that stage, I told him in my reply to this, once you reach that stage when you're less fearful of sleep, almost everyone from that stage just gets better and better and better until you reach where Suzanne's at. And I'm just going to read finally that I told Brad that I'm so happy that he was sharing this, and it's so important to hear these things from people that suffer from insomnia. And then he finally, I just want to finally say that he replied to me. My number one goal at this point is to share with you and others who suffer my eventual full success story, no matter how long it might take. I'm not there yet, but as you say, I'm fully committed and think I'm headed in the right direction. Thanks as always for the encouragement, and stay tuned. Have a great weekend. Let's end there. Have a great weekend. I hope you find hope and encouragement from Bjorn, Brett, and Suzanne. As always, comments, please leave them here or send me an email, daniel@insomniainsight.co, and I'll be back Sunday or maybe Monday. Until then, take it easy.